Imagine living in a place where there are no cars, no roads, no noise, except the sound of wind, waves, or frozen air. Or imagine a town where the temperature drops below 60 degrees Celsius, and your eyelashes freeze the moment you step outside. Or maybe a place so strange, people had to build their lives underground just to survive the heat. These are not science fiction worlds. They are real places, right here on our planet. Welcome to Top 5 Real Villages That Shouldn't Exist, where humans pushed the limits of survival and built homes in places that seem impossible to live in. Stay until the end, because number 1 will make you question everything you thought you knew about human life on Earth. Number 5, Gásadalur, Faroe Islands. Far out in the North Atlantic Ocean, between Iceland and Scotland, lies a small group of islands where weather changes every 5 minutes. On one of those islands, surrounded by towering cliffs and endless fog, lies the hidden village of Gásadalur. For centuries, this place was almost cut off from the rest of the world. No roads, no ports, no easy access. The only way to reach Gásadalur was to climb over a 400-meter mountain, or arrive by helicopter if you were lucky. Imagine carrying every bag of flour, every gas tank, every single tool up those cliffs, just to survive. The people of Gásadalur lived like that for hundreds of years. They farmed, fished, and built houses that could survive storms that lasted for weeks. But as the years passed, the population dropped, from a few dozen to just 16 by the early 2000s. Then, in 2004, everything changed. Engineers blasted through the mountain and built a tunnel, finally connecting the village with the rest of the island. Today, Gásadalur looks like something out of a fairy tale. Green grass, waterfalls tumbling into the sea, and tiny houses dotting the cliffs. But beneath that beauty lies a story of extreme isolation and stubborn human endurance, the kind that only few can imagine. Number 4, Whittier, Alaska. Now imagine a town where every single person lives under one roof. Welcome to Whittier, Alaska, a place that's as strange as it is practical. To an outsider, Whittier looks like a single gray building standing alone by the sea. But step inside and you'll find a full town. Apartments, a grocery store, a post office, a school, a church, and even a small hospital. The building is called Begich Towers, and it's home to nearly all of Whittier's 200 residents. Why? Because outside, it's brutal. Fierce blizzards, freezing winds, and mountains surrounding the area make it almost impossible to expand. Built during the Cold War as a secret military base, the structure was designed to withstand attacks and survive isolation. And even today, Whittier feels like a Cold War relic, connected to the outside world by a one-lane tunnel that closes every night at 10:30 p.m. When the tunnel closes, the town is completely cut off. Some call it the loneliest town in America. Others say it's the safest, because everyone knows everyone. Whittier is a reminder that sometimes survival isn't about fighting nature, it's about living smarter inside 4 walls. Number 3, Supai, Arizona. Deep in the heart of the Grand Canyon, far beyond where tourists ever go, lies the most remote village in the continental United States, Supai. Home of the Havasupai tribe, this village can't be reached by car. There are no paved roads, no gas stations, and no traffic lights. The only way to reach it is to hike 13 kilometers through rocky canyons, or take a helicopter that lands just once a day. Supplies arrive the old-fashioned way, by mule. Even mail is delivered by mule trains several times a week. But when you finally arrive in Supai, it feels like stepping into another world. Turquoise blue waterfalls spill over red cliffs. The air is dry, the sound of water echoes through the canyon, and there's an almost spiritual silence. Around 200 people live here, preserving their traditions, language, and connection to the land. But life isn't easy. Flash floods can destroy trails, isolation makes everything expensive, and summer heat can reach 45 degrees Celsius. Yet despite all that, the people of Supai have chosen this life, a life close to nature and far from the noise of the modern world. Supai isn't just remote, it's proof that peace often exists where comfort ends. Number 2, Oymyakon, Russia. If Supai is the hottest challenge, then Oymyakon is the coldest. This small Siberian village holds the record for the lowest temperature ever recorded in a place where humans actually live, 67.7 degrees Celsius. In Oymyakon, winter isn't a season, it's a lifestyle. Cars must run all day, every day, or they'll freeze solid. Metal shatters like glass. Ink freezes in pens. Locals say that when you breathe, your spit turns to ice before it hits the ground. The ground is frozen year-round, so pipes can't go underground. Water and toilets freeze. Permanently. Schools stay open until it's colder than -55 degrees Celsius, meaning kids still walk to class in what most of us would call a nightmare. Yet around 500 people live here, hunters, herders, and families who know how to survive in the world's toughest climate. Their secret? Reindeer meat, hot tea, and a kind of determination that only the cold can teach. In Oymyakon, life is hard, but it's also pure, simple, and unbreakable. Number 1, Coober Pedy, Australia. Deep in the red heart of Australia lies a town that looks like it belongs on Mars. At first glance, Coober Pedy seems abandoned. Dust, heat, and silence. But beneath your feet lies an entire city. Welcome to Coober Pedy, the underground capital of the world. When miners arrived here in the early 1900s searching for opal, they faced deadly heat, often above 50 degrees Celsius. So they started digging. What began as tunnels became homes. What began as survival became a way of life. Today, more than 60% of the town's 2,000 residents live underground, in cool, cave-like homes carved into sandstone. There are underground churches, art galleries, even a hotel. Some rooms are so deep there's no sound at all, complete silence, day or night. Coober Pedy is often called the world's strangest town, and yet it's a living example of how far humans will go to adapt. When the surface becomes unlivable, we simply go below it. From icy tundras to underground deserts, from mountain cliffs to one-building cities, these are places that defy logic, yet prove that humans can survive almost anywhere. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed exploring these bizarre corners of our planet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because we're just getting started. Until next time, keep exploring. Because sometimes, the strangest worlds are our own.